Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Everything I've ever done, everything I've ever seen, everything I've lost or won, everything I've ever dreamed has brought me here to the present moment, here to a new beginning, here, and I'm seeing life so clearly now. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. 'Cause here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Get ready, my soul.
Beautiful. Good morning.
Good morning.
Ooh. I'm Reverend Sharon Dunn-Alberg, your senior minister, your spiritual director, and I am so glad you're here. I'm glad I'm here. It's a great morning. And so last night, what happened? What happened last night? We had a Gourmets for God. And
Wonderfully done.
we had pizza and games, and I discovered for myself that I'm very competitive. I want to win. Yeah, I want to win. And we had great hosts and great food, and I learned so many games so quickly. It was really fun.
It was.
And what I liked about myself is that I learned the game quickly and then won. Yeah, so that happened. So we had one game that was, we had a Vanna White, that was Nikki, who asked the questions, trivia questions, and then we had groups that we could connoiter and figure out the answer. And of course we had winners, and the winners got gifts. So I was not jelly. I was okay that they had, it wasn't us. It was Ruth and y'all. And what I'm really sad about is I don't have the Cartans or me in the pictures, because we sat together and I apparently was taking pictures of everyone else. But they were on our team, and they are very smart and came up with a lot of answers, especially Jennifer. She has all the answers. So I want to turn it over to Edna McMahon, who is my sidekick. Actually, her name is Ruth Hall, but she's going to tell us something very exciting.
Well, first of all, I want to tell you that Jennifer Cartan is excellent on Yahtzee, too. She rolled 2 Yahtzees in one game.
Wow.
She got some serious points for that. So Gourmets for God is such a wonderful fundraiser for our center, and it is a great way for us to be together in community and have fun together. So we thought, why limit it to just this round of events that goes through October? Why don't we have round 2 of Gourmets for God and have some events from December through April? So we're going to be doing round 2. We're asking for hosts who might be interested in hosting an event from December.
How does it work actually? So you're the host.
Right, so I'm the host, and I've figured out an event.
Okay.
And I'm going to submit my paperwork that says, here's my event.
Okay.
And then in September, every Sunday in September, we will have bidding on those events.
On your event. And who pays for who paid for the pizza?
The hosts did.
Oh, and so the bidding then to go to the event goes where?
To the Sacramento Center for Spiritual.
Oh my God, it's a win.
It's a fundraiser for our
It's a
our center.
fundraiser, and who comes up with the clever topic, the title?
Well, the hosts
Okay,
usually do,
okay.
but if they need some help in coming up with a title,
Okay.
we have people that will help them with that. We have a pizza and pool party coming up next month. We have 5 elements dinner that's about the 5 elements. We have a margarita and music coming up.
I'm going to that.
And I hear that in round 2, there's also going to be a pancake breakfast and photos.
Pancakes and photos, meaning you can have your portrait done.
Yes.
You need a headshot, you want your holiday photo for your cards, whatever.
Well, and I think the game night was so
Yeah, that was fun.
popular and so much fun. We're hoping that those hosts will do that again in the
Yeah,
spring.
that was really fun.
So anyway, so if you are interested in hosting, there's some packets out in the front, or you can see me or email me, and I will make sure to get you a packet. And remember, in September is when we're doing the bidding. Question?
Yes. Those pictures look like it was here.
It was here. It was
Okay.
here. So you can do it here.
You can.
You can do it at your
You
home.
can do movie night here. You can
Yeah.
do.
We've also had some people go to parks and have like a drum circle in the park, or have different things in different places. So it's wide open, whatever you'd like to do.
And will they be getting an e-blast?
Yes, I hear there's an e-blast coming out later today.
And that means that everyone on our mailing list will get information through email about it. So if you're not on the email list,
If you're not on the email list, write your name in the sign-in book, and I will make sure you get it.
and we will not share your information with
No.
anyone.
But please write it so that I can read it.
Oh dear God, yes.
Can I add something?
Please.
By the way, I had a blast last week. That was a lot of fun. But I've been asked a couple of times today already, and I was asked before, so in a separate email blast, I would like to let everyone know that I'm going to start some work days so that people will see projects that we're going to be doing, and you'll be able to sign up and come in and help clean up wiring or paint or
bring
patch
food.
holes or whatever.
Bring food for the workers.
Or bring food. So that's going to start here in the next week or two. We're going to start getting work days going again.
Okay.
Awesome.
I got a question about that. How you know you're physically capable of which ones?
Well, see Larry offline.
Yeah.
Because just having your body here is enough.
Okay.
Just cheering him on, like, go, go, go. Or bringing some homemade goodies. He loves sweets. I mean, there's just infinite number of ways
We'll work it out.
to support and be together. It's a lot about community, right? Coming together. That was the thing I loved about last night. Is really toning down my competitive edge to not reveal so much about myself, but also being authentic. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we are calling for demonstrations, and what is a demonstration but answered prayer or an intention that's happening? I promised you that I would share with the journey of Willie and Winnie, or Winston and William. There are dog rescues, and this right here is the before.
Here you go. There's some more. There's treats. No, you don't have to be afraid. No. You don't have to be afraid. I'll just set it right there. And then I'll just give you a little rub on your back. Look at you. Let me scratch your back. Oh, let me scratch your back. Oh, that feels good, Mama. That feels good, thank you.
Actually,
yes,
no, please stop touching me.
I love being scratched. Oh, and I like scratching my ears. Oh, I love that.
Okay,
Oh, I love that.
and then here's yesterday.
Oh,
You got harnesses on them.
Yeah.
Great, good for you.
Yay! And I got word this morning that because their hair is getting a little bit longer, that in another week or two, they will be put up for adoption.
Aww.
Why
don't
did
do
you
that.
do that?
So who has a demonstration that you might want to share? Anyone? A demonstration? We have one from our sound person.
Hello. Can you hear me? I don't know. Maybe I need a microphone.
You can shout.
My friend and I finally got to put in an application to an apartment complex that we are very hopeful to get into, and it's a place that we've gone and toured. And while it is not the cleanest or nicest of places, it is somewhere we can afford. So it's a larger than normal, but still like financially we could be stable, and we're getting steps done towards it. Like I didn't know the bank closed on 12 on Saturdays, and I got there as the lady was locking the door, and she was like, "I'll let you in," and I was like, "Oh."
Wow.
So I could get my money order to give to them for the application. But we're getting those steps done, and it's finally like, okay, it's coming to fruition.
Yeah, and did you notice that I'll let you in was a demonstration?
Yes.
That everything,
absolutely.
when your intention is good for all, you have a conviction in it. So we're not hoping for, we're going to know it's done in mind, and all of us are going to hold that for Aspen and her friend.
Nice, thank you.
That's beautiful. Anyone else? All right. We are going to say good morning to one another. We use the Namaste greeting. The divine light in me honors the divine light in you, or as last week, the squirrel in me honors the squirrel in you.
I feel like you should understand. I love that. I'm glad you suggested
I'm not sure what that means. What is it? Squirrel.
Squirrel in me, the squirrel in
Oh,
you,
yeah,
girl.
anxious, anxiety.
Squirrel girl.
But also fun.
Let's be reminded of our vision, mission, and purpose. Together, we are a welcoming sanctuary community where all are accepted, valued, and supported in the global family. In our mission, we inspire personal and global transformation through the teachings of science of mind. And our purpose, in joy and love, we connect in service to all life. Ashe. So it is my privilege to bring up our beloved practitioner of the day. He's going to take us deeper, Peter Levita. Oh, we're going to get a standing ovation.
Good morning, community.
Good morning.
It's my pleasure to be here and proceed with my invocation for me and you, recognizing Spirit, that immense power. It's so immense that it holds the known manifest universe within itself. That's how big it is. And it pours itself into this creation, keeping it safe and growing. And what it pours into us, into creation, is itself. And what it consists of is love. And so we receive that love. We are that love. We express that love. It is absolutely constant and eternal. And realizing this, that we are one with this power, we have an opportunity to embrace that truth and to accept that truth and to receive that truth, which is really our highest good and greatest joy, and trusting that that's what's coming to us, that and nothing else. So here we are gathered today so that we can celebrate our knowing of this truth. And so I am so blessed to release this, my word, knowing it is heard, received, and transformed and returned to all of us as our good. And I know between the music and the message and the fellowship, we're all leaving here very well spiritually fit. And together we say, and so it is. So our readings, the first one is from Ernie. The body is the house in which, for the present, you are living. And you need to keep it in good repair by a right mental attitude towards it, experiences, and people. Your body is entitled to your respect. Hey. And here we are again with Ernie. Karma, the subjective law of tendency set in motion by the individual. The mental law acting through him. Karmic law is the use that man makes of his mentality. Karma is not kismet, for kismet means fate, and karma simply means the mental tendency. Karma is both individual and collective. We do not recognize karma as inevitable retribution. Since we know that all life is an effect of which mind is the cause, kind of what I said in my treatment, we know that at any time we can change our thinking and set in motion new laws which shall govern our lives. When peace, harmony, and love rule in our thinking, we know they will register in our lives as effect, bringing health, happiness, and prosperity. Any previous karma different from that will be set as naught. And here it's all Ernie today. Life is an eternal givingness, the offering of the cosmic self to the joy of its own fulfillment. You are a part of this joy, and we find fulfillment only as this joy passes through us to others. Everything moves in circles. We short circuit our own good when we refuse to pass it on. Very nice.
As you hear the sound of the bells, take your seat. And maybe even in the early stages of this, it's valuable to give yourself a little pat on the back for having made the time to come to formal practice in this way, stepping out of the endless river of doing and just dropping into being. As I've been emphasizing from the very beginning, this is a radical act of sanity to stop and drop, and a radical act of love. Taking your seat is an act of not only wisdom, but of kindness towards yourself, a profound kind of caring for oneself, friendliness towards oneself. And in that sense, all of mindfulness practice is love and kindness practice. But that being said, sometimes it's really valuable to be more explicit about the loving piece. And so, as we establish ourselves in a posture that embodies wakefulness and dignity, as we've been doing all along, feeling the breath moving within your body. And how beautiful it is and trustworthy it is that it actually moves in and out of the body. We're drinking in the air and expelling the spent air effortlessly. We don't need to strain, but it is helpful to actually feel it coming into the body, leaving the body, and appreciating the beauty of this rhythmic process that actually keeps us alive moment by moment and breath by breath. So feeling the entire body sitting here breathing. And letting this sitting here breathing be a radical act of love. And the beauty of love is it's like the sun. It illuminates, it radiates in all directions. So inwardly and outwardly. So placing the sun in your own heart for a moment and recognizing the radiant, luminous warmth of the sun-like heart. As we sit here. Bathing in that warmth. And when you feel stabilized in this way, I'm going to invite you to call to mind one moment from your past, whether it was in childhood or at any other point in your life up to this moment, when you actually were the recipient of unadulterated, unconditional love. Where you were and felt completely accepted for who you are, no matter how you were. And just bathing in that and feeling it as the breath keeps moving in and out of the body. Almost as if we can breathe with that receiving of unconditional loving kindness, unconditional acceptance, unconditional recognition of the fullness of who we are. And just letting that wash through you as we sit here breathing. And if thoughts or memories arise, well, we're actually inviting them to arise in this moment. But more the feeling of being completely recognized and accepted and cared for with a degree of kindness, just as you are or were.
Come back. Did everyone get a visual? Wasn't that nice? You know, we're going to talk about practices, so that was lovely. And Ruth picked that for us, and it was beautiful. Thank you so much. I finally got so relaxed that I took the deepest breath. Do you ever realize, oh my gosh, I'm only breathing to here? Yeah. And then you finally get that deep breath and went, wow, I have arrived. So today we're still talking about love this month. We're talking about On the Wings of Love all month long, and today's topic is Soaring in Love. So I thought that was a perfect meditation because I do want to dip a little bit into self-love. I want to talk about love, and last week we mentioned that love was omnidirectional, meaning it was everywhere in every direction, and he talked about omnipresent everywhere as well. So love is a spiritual principle. Again, principle, what is true for all. So if it's not true for all, it's not a spiritual principle. So love is our is definitely our principle. And the three aspects that I want to dive into are respect, routine, and resolve. And we use our book of the month, by the way. Susan Nye is going to be with us next week, the fourth Sunday of the month, to give us a synopsis of our book of the month. And then starting January, she's going to do a book study of the book of the month each month. So it'll be quick. She'll probably pick out what she wants to talk about, and it will encourage us to consider some of the books of the month that we are using. And so this idea of soaring in love, you know, this idea of respect, and you know, when I love my dad so much. He used to create so much, and he would share it with us, mostly how to solve all the world's problems. Mm-hmm. Did you have someone in your family like that? I have the answer here. And he truly believed, and he would send his projects fully, fully outlined and researched. He would send them to the President of the United States to help him or her out. I always say him or her because I have high hopes. And, he just had such great ideas. For example, when I was very, very young, he thought we should have electric cars. And he had a whole package to send to the President on how we would have battery chargers and how we would have electric cars.
Oh my gosh.
So, one thing he thought was true is that we would have no more problems in the world if we respected one another. Period. Period. He didn't talk about loving one another. He didn't talk about spirituality or any of that. He talked about respect. And I love this idea of now that we have protests and we have, we want to get spiritually active. We want to be, activists, spiritual activists. We aren't against. Yes? We are what for? And so we translate what the problem is and find the principle and stand for that. Well, I love this idea of stand up for. We can stand up for. And so I thought this is beautiful. And this was a Thich Nhat Hanh thing coming from the Book of the Month, that stand up for respect. In the Vietnamese tradition, he says, people respect each other as honored guests. When you practice this, your love will stand the test of time. Even partnerships, marital partnerships, friendships, treating one another like a special guest. Can you imagine? Now, when I'm talking about this, I want you not to think just about yourself and self-love and those close to you, especially those people you like. I'm always taking that deep dive on how we can be this everywhere. So let's think about that person that creates the most challenge for you. That person that when we say love, we say that we all have a soul, and that's where we're all connected in oneness, another principle. And that's where we can meet one another. And respect is the same thing, because there are people, perhaps maybe world leaders, who we may not even see the word respect when it relates to those folks. So I want you to think about the challenging relationships. And we're in relationship with each other. Don't think you're not. We can be influencing that relationship as well. And this is one way we can do it. So Thich Nhat Hanh says, true love contains respect. True love contains respect. Now, again, we're thinking about those people that we are loving, right? Of course we are. Of course we are. But also self. I loved when he said, or when it was Peter who read from the Science of Mind on respecting our bodies. I mean, do we have great respect for, my goodness, this machine does everything it's supposed to do without even me thinking about it. This machine is a miracle. And sometimes I don't pay it respect. Something to think about. And when I talk about Thich Nhat Hanh and I talk about the Book of the Month, Thich Nhat Hanh on love, these books of the month are on our website. You can see on our website, go to there, you can see all our books of the month, you can see the cover of the book so that you can familiarize yourself with that. And so when I mentioned, we've used the book of the month a lot this month because it's so beautiful. It is so great. True love, he says, carries respect and involves not only what we receive, but what we give. Can you imagine if you did not receive or accept disrespect for you? Like really? A boundary? That's self-love. By being present and fully engaged, we transform love from ideal into lived reality. This allows us to soar beyond limitation and experience greater depth and fulfillment. I don't know about you, but this is a good time for this. Sometimes I can find myself bedraggled, kind of brought down by what is going on around me. This idea of respect is a positive feeling or action towards someone or something considered valuable or important. This is an interesting idea because we're choosing who and what is valuable and who and what is important. How about if we all are important and valued, just like our vision statement? And that means those people that challenge us. And if we do nothing more than to know the soul, and that my soul and that soul are connected in oneness, and I can influence that soul in love, that's all we have to do. We don't need to get all involved in judging behavior. Behavior is a distraction. Believe me, when we do the math, when we do quantum mechanics and quantum physics, which is the science of mind, behavior weighs a lot. Yes? Yes. You know, this idea of disrespect often stems from a person feeling neglected, overlooked, or dismissed. Feelings that can arise all too easily in our fast-paced world. We can focus on our own feelings of not being cared for. I mean, right now we're being challenged by what's happening to all of our human rights. You know, it's almost like they're under the microscope right now. Rights that we've had all along are now being like, do we really want to have that right anymore? How about we don't give those people that right anymore? Well, you know, that right's good for me, but I don't think it's good for everyone. Is that what's going on a little bit? Okay. Are we scared a little bit? It involves acknowledging their worth and treating them with consideration and deference. Consideration and just consider that's a soul. Just consider that human being has a soul print. That's all. Move along. Nothing else to see here. Move from the behavior. Just move. Move the telescope, right? The horizon. Behavior is on one side, the soul is on the other. Just keep your telescope there. You won't see the soul, you won't see the behavior, excuse me. You won't see the behavior, and it won't be a focus, and it won't be collapsing into a form and causing you suffering. That's the idea here, isn't it? Is a cessation of suffering. This can manifest as valuing their feelings, accepting their differences, and honoring their rights and customs, period. Okay? Period. So anyway, what if we considered everyone and everything as value and important? Have you thought that? Have you thought everyone as valuable and important? Can we do that? I mean, we have been talking a lot about this the last 8 months. Because there is a lot going on challenging our ideals about respecting one another. And again, this is reciprocity. This is, something that what we give, we receive, correct? So if we're only giving, we're out of balance. Yes? Mm-hmm. Okay. So Thich Nhat Hanh also in his book, and this is the routine part. The routine that I'm talking about is creating a practice. What can you do every day to stop for 5 minutes and do exactly? You don't have to sit in that lotus position. I don't think I could actually get in that position. But I have studied with great masters on how to meditate. so that I'm comfortable, so that I'm not thinking about my back hurting, or I don't have my legs crossed. I have my feet planted and grounded. I have my hands positioned so that I'm comfortable and I can relax. That's important. And then just breathe. And that is all you need to do to change everything. Your cortisol, your this, your that, your hormones, your brain activity. And so we are using mantras. We did last week, and we have some here for you. A mantra, I am here for you, is all you have to say. So what it means is, I am here for you, and then think about that person that you love so much. I'm here for you. We were talking earlier about people. I'm here for you. And then we were talking about people that are challenging us. I'm here for you. 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 Until you're here for them. You know? Because, I mean, we're getting out of our own way. We do realize when we're like, I'm here for you, that does, they don't even know anything. They don't know what's going on. It's hurting your health, your wealth, your well-being. It doesn't have anything to do with the other person. Actually, there is no other person. We are all one. And so when I get all snarly, I'm just damming up my own flow, aren't I? I hate that. Mm-hmm. And then the idea of, I know you are there and I am very happy. Acknowledging those people that are there. I didn't think of that. Well, you know what? I know you are there and I'm very happy. I thought of my son and then I thought of that person. I know you're there and I'm very happy. I know you're there. And I'm very happy. Until I am. Okay? I know you are suffering. That is why I'm here for you. Now that I can do, because I can get all diagnostic. Oh yeah, that they have that diagnosis and that prognosis and that. Oh yeah, that's their personality problem. Blah, 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 blah. So I can be all over this one. But I need to clean that up. I need to say, I just know you're suffering. Just by the behavior. I don't need to diagnose it. I don't need to analyze it. I don't need any of that. That is just not good for my health. Not good for my well-being. I can just know you're suffering, and that's why I'm here for you. And I love that one. That one I can do. And last, I am suffering. Please help. Is that hard to admit when you're suffering yourself? I'm not suffering. Not me. But yeah, me. I am. And so these are the routines that will help us. And I just want to add a couple more before I complete here with you. I love this idea of how complaining rewires your brain for negativity. Do you know that we complain? Now, complaining has good aspects and not so good aspects. Complaining, venting, getting that out of you and being supported by someone and identifying the problems that I have and finding solutions. That is complaining at its best. We're not talking about that one. We're talking about complaining and how it rewires your brain for negativity. Listen to this. Your brain loves efficiency, okay? And likes to avoid unnecessary work. Yeah, I mean, we have so many experiences a day, we wouldn't even be able to function. So we like efficiency. And so repeating a behavior like complaining makes your neurons branch out, easing information flow. Okay? This makes it much easier to repeat that behavior in the future. So easy, in fact, that you might not even realize you're doing it. So this is good, who wants to build a temporary bridge every time you cross the river? Why not just build a bridge? Complain. Be a complainer, and then your brain doesn't have to work so hard. You just automatically are a complainer. You see what is there to complain about first and foremost, so that you can relax. Jared. So your neurons grow closer together and the connections between them become more permanent. Scientists describe this process as neurons that fire together, wire together. Yay! When I'm complaining, I'm setting in motion a behavior that I don't have to think about, I just automatically do it. Reverend Dr. David from San Jose, he passed out these bracelets, rubber bracelets, and every time you complained, you had to snap it. And people were getting injured, really injured. And then we also did it, but we had to move the bracelet from one wrist to another every time we complained. And it was exhausting. I finally threw the bracelet. Like, I can't. But what it was, an exercise of how often I complain. Is this resonating with anyone? I mean, is there anyone complaining out there? Okay, thank you. And this is really cool. Repeated complaining rewires your brain to make future complaining more likely. And research from Stanford University shows that complaining shrinks the hippocampus. The part of the brain that the lizard brain. The one that does everything automatically so we don't have to, right? So it also, complaining triggers your body to release cortisol, the stress hormone. So, have you noticed any increase in things to complain about lately? In our social media, maybe in our politics, maybe in our government, maybe in our world news? We are at an accelerated rate of experience. Some people say, oh my God, we've never been here before. This is unprecedented. That word has been used moment to moment more than any time in my life. These are unprecedented times. Mind you, they're not. Because if we look historically, we've been in situations such as this several times. Because why? Because we're human. Because this is what we do. And this is really the last thing, that since human beings are inherently social, our brains naturally and unconsciously mimic the moods of those around us. Particularly people we spend a great deal of time with. This process is called neuronal mirroring. We're getting laughing in the back of the room. And it's the basis for our ability to feel empathy. So at the same way we can feel empathy, we can resonate with complainers. I know people that when I say, hi, how are you? Oh, terrible, terrible, terrible. I've lost this, I've lost that, I'm like this, I don't know how I'm going to make ends meet. And I'm not making that, I'm not saying this to be condescending. I'm saying this to be like, wow. Because the reason we're in our seats, the reason we come here every Sunday, is because we study the science of mind, which is a lifelong way of living. It's not a religion, it's philosophy, science. Philosophy, science, and religion. Spirituality. Our religion is love. This is why we're here. We come here to learn how to love and love ourselves. And so might we want to might we want to limit our exposure to people who complain all the time? Or even say, you know, how can we reframe that together so that we have a better experience? Together, not you. We don't use you. How can we, let's imagine, let's reimagine this situation and create something perhaps that uplifts us both. Because you're in the scenario. You have attracted, there's a need in you to be with people who complain, if you are with people who complain. I was talking to my colleague about meeting Larry on Match.com, right? And she was like, oh my gosh, you're such an inspiration. I'm really having a hard time, with the whole dating thing. And I said, well, I had to kiss a lot of frogs. Not that I kissed a lot of frogs, because it was during the pandemic. But every person that came into my experience, I attracted. So I couldn't say, I'm going to quit this whole thing, it's terrible, because I'd have been quitting on myself. I couldn't blame that person, because I would be missing the opportunity to see my part in it, my ownness of it. And so I realized how much work I had to do to move out of the way all these frogs or unresolved issues. So I did the work. I took a year. I took classes. I did this. I did that. I did so much. I took grief work. I did all of this work. I changed my body image. I fell in love with myself. And then I met Larry. So whomever is in our orb, we've said yes to. Is that fun? Okay. And so last but not least, before we pray, we're going to be exploring the 8 aspects of the Noble Eightfold Path of Buddhism. And the 8 aspects: right understanding, right thought, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. Today we are mentioning right speech. Yes? We're mentioning right speech. And it involves abstaining from 4 types of communication: false speech, lying; divisive speech, gossip, backbiting; abusive speech, harsh, hurtful words; and idle chatter, useless, frivolous talk. Instead, right speech encourages speaking truthfully, kindly, and with purpose. And that means how we talk about ourselves. Oh God, not that. Ooh. You look in the mirror and go, who's that? Let us pray. So we know there's one power. One. Called by many names. Celebrated in all traditions. Allah, Yahweh, God, the Great Spirit, avatars, Buddha, Jesus, Muhammad, all leading to the same. And the same is love. Called by many names, we know it is love and life and light and abundance and joy and harmony and unity, wisdom, intelligence, wholeness, all that is good. It has to be good because it's infinite. It can't be opposed. It can't be annihilated. There is no evil force. And that creates everything out of itself. Therefore, its creation, the body of God, is its creation. I am that is. And I know that for each of us. And that Spirit, that Holy Spirit, connects us to each other. And so I have the power. I know this for everyone. I know all sentient beings have the Holy Spirit, the holy power, the power to create a world where children are fed, where we take care of our neighbor, no matter what we believe in, no matter what our culture is, no matter what our country of origin is, our skin color, our sexual presentation, our gender, any of our orientation. I am that. And so the power is in me, and I know how to create a world that works for everyone. And it's a discipline. It's a practice. It's a lifetime achievement. It is to be on the path of nirvana, to be at peace, to bring peace to others. And so right speech, speaking highly of one another, active listening, being present, looking into the face of God. The many practices that we share each week have a profound effect on creating a world that works for us all. And so this prayer is already answered, and I celebrate that. Because it is good. It is done in love. There is a conviction in it. And I know as a human being that every moment is an opportunity to stand up for what is good for all. And so I release this word into the law because I don't have to know how it comes about. I just need to know that it does. And that I act, that my deeds, that my words, that my behavior support it. And so please affirm with me in joy as we say together, and so it is. Ashe. Shalom. Amen. Hallelujah. Yes. My favorite artist.
What have I
handful. I'm spiritually fed. Wow. Now it's our time to get to give to our center. Give of our love, our abundance. There's a basket there you can use. There is a QR code you can use. You can go on our website and you can donate that way. Keep our doors open. Keep us available to each other. Yes. And we have our abundance affirmation. Please repeat it with me. In consciousness of abundance, I give freely, knowing that I am freely given to. We are doing a class. It's a 6-session class. We are past the halfway part. We are headed for the 4th installment. And it's based on my book, I'm Here for the Bath, and my decades of work at the bedside as a hospice aide. And it is a wonderful opportunity for us to build community and for us to talk about some difficult things that we have an opportunity to make not difficult.
There it is, right?
All right.
And it's a wonderful class, absolutely amazing and so uplifting. Yes.
And we are going to, Peter and I are going to tag team a class in the fall on prosperity. So we're going to use Eric Butterworth's book and talk about spiritual economics, which is not just about money. This is about all of it. And so we are doing a spiritual arts and wellness fair, right, Edna?
Yes, we have the Spiritual Arts and Wellness Fair scheduled for September 13th. We need vendors. We are asking for our vendors who want to come participate to fill out that application and get that to us as soon as possible so we can start planning. And of course, we'll always happy to have volunteers come and help on that day where we open from 10 to 3. So spread the word. Let everybody know.
They can find us on the website too, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then Ann is here too. And she is our community outreach director, coordinator, and we are doing our run to feed the hungry. Are you running, Ann? Okay, but we don't have to run. What we can do is cheer the runners on and be on a, be there. Or we can join a team if we want to run. We don't have to actually, we could just walk, couldn't we?
Yes, and not only on that day. If you are making Thanksgiving dinner, you might not want to be out participating, but you can donate by getting people to help you as you walk anytime you please, and then accumulate.
Oh, so you don't actually have to.
You
walk
don't have
on
to
that
participate
day.
in that particular day.
Oh, so we can form a team, and before Thanksgiving, just walk in place.
If you'd like, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's all participate. That'll be super fun. And that is our, that goes to the Sacramento Food Bank and Family Services. So we chose, for this quarter, we chose the food bank, which is, we love that. Let's feed the people. So again, that's on the website. So if you want to look at these slides, they're all on our website. And Sue Fick, who is our director of the Animal Kinship Ministry, said, please put a slide up. She's all excited. We're going to bring our animals to church or to the center on September 28th. We'll all have our animals with us. And when I was in Oakland and I was the director there, we had a giant pig. And so we call that, wow, there is a pig in the pew. And so any of your animals, your chickens, what do I say? Your two-legged, furry, slithering, winged, swimming, galloping family members. They're laughing over here. The Cartans are considering bringing their crazy dog. Come on, you can do it. And the other side of this beautiful event is a memorial. And you'll be getting gifts, and we'll be sharing, bring pictures of your beloveds that have crossed the Rainbow Bridge. And we'll share, and we have a beautiful program, so it's fun and memorializing and food and just food and fun. So we bless the animals, the ministers and practitioners will bless the animals, and we will share together. It's a wonderful event. And we always do it around the Feast of St. Francis, who was the patron saint of animals. And we love our youth and family. We've got some teachers in the room, and we just want to always acknowledge that we have a youth and family ministry. So bring your kids, bring your grandkids, bring your neighbor kids. We have teachers ready with lessons that relate well to what we're talking about. So please bring the family. And I'm going to turn this back to our beloved practitioner of the day.
So our affirmation, please say it with me. My life, all life, soars in love today.
So we're going to do our closing song, and we did this last week. Hopefully you got a little used to it. We're going to do it the rest of the month. This is the song Loving Kindness, and fitting with our topic and our theme this month. The words are may I, may you, may we, and then ending with I am. So let's try that again today. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. And may I be happy. May I be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. And may you be happy. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. And may we be happy. I am filled with loving kindness. I am well. I am peaceful and at ease. And I am happy.
Let's get in a circle here for our
pretty good.
benediction. I want to remind everyone that there's prayer available. If anybody wants a prayer with me after service, please just come up and let me know, and we'll find a spot, and we will meet that spiritual need. Well, my invocation, I said we're all leaving here today with exactly what we are supposed to leave with, and that is happening right now. That is an example of speaking your word and having it manifest. So I am grateful to be here to do this closing, and knowing that we will all go out into our day and the rest of our week filled and supported and acknowledged as one with Spirit. And together we say,
And so it is.